Welcome on in, everybody, to SBD Mews.
Bam!
I'll stop doing that eventually, but until we get a little intro of our own, it ain't going nowhere. This is the show where we took the word movie and we took the word news and we went boop and we made Mews because we're geniuses. As you might have noticed by the pattern, Derek and I rotate, so this week is my week. So I had to collect some Mews to share with Derek and you. Right off the hop, and this story is a two-parter, and I'm going to go through the two parts real quick, and then we can discuss.
Okay.
It was announced that Illumination's next crossover with Nintendo is going to be The Legend of Zelda.
That's confirmed?
And then about 5 days later... the head of Illumination said, "Who told you this? We never. Where did this rumor start from?"
And movie news is crazy, yo.
I read it as confirmed. I did, and then this guy was like, "What?" So I do want to. I want to ask your thoughts on that. When and if it was confirmed by Illumination, what were your thoughts if this was confirmed?
If it was confirmed, if it's going to be confirmed in the future, Illumination needs to rethink their approach to how they make movies, because up until now it's all been children specific movies with lighthearted content, with colors and joy and fun sounds, and very just children movies. If Illumination is going to take on Legend of Zelda and therefore go on to make other Nintendo properties, Metroid, Star Fox, what have you, they're going to need to rethink their approach to how they make movies and really delve into the land of more mature audiences. I'm not saying rated R or anything like that. I'm saying like young adult, PG-13 type of stuff. All of those things that I just mentioned, all those properties have a darker tone to them and cannot just be geared toward children.
100% agree. Illumination, hold on to Mario. You did great. Take Kirby. Take Yoshi. Those ones, right? Like you said, Star Fox, Legend of Zelda, Metroid. I don't know how the licensing works, but DreamWorks owns Illumination. DreamWorks made How to Train Your Dragon. Give it to DreamWorks.
Please do that.
Legend of Zelda is so important to both of us. Please show your tattoos so we can freeze frame it. Okay, no. It's so important to so many people, and my main concern, and we're talking way too much about this first point, I promise I'll breeze through the rest. Link doesn't talk.
No.
So they're either going to butcher the franchise by making Link talk, or butcher the franchise by having a protagonist who never speaks a word.
They're going to make him talk, or they're going to make him sound like a minion.
Oh, man. Next up, so right now, Sarah Polley is in early talks to direct the Bambi live-action movie for Disney. That's cool. I mean, they're going to keep making these live actions anyway. I don't know how they're going to do it. I feel like we got another Lion King coming, but I think Sarah Polley is actually a pretty good choice. I think Sarah Polley... like is Bambi.
I mean, for some reason I see it.
Yeah,
right? I don't understand why. Cartoons that are only animals being remade as live action.
Moving on, the Beatles. The Beatles are releasing a new and final song.
Wait. Hold on. What?
Apparently, they took an old demo of John Lennon's voice. They used AI to construct it around new studio work with Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr. I haven't heard from George Harrison on the matter yet.
The fact that we can just recreate someone's voice is pretty crazy. Is it still the Beatles if it's just like a computer-generated voice?
Will Arnett is writing a new movie, or rather has written it. This has already been submitted before the WGA strike. Bradley Cooper is directing, and the two of them are the stars.
Oh.
There's no news on the plot yet. The movie is called Is This Thing On? I just think that's interesting. Those are two pretty heavy hitters.
I can't wait to see that chemistry unfold on screen. That's pretty cool.
Just kind of a filler, but interesting. Johnny Depp is giving his entire winnings, I guess, from the lawsuit with Amber Heard to multiple charities. $1 million. He's not keeping a penny of it. So A, that's pretty awesome of him. And B, I think that makes it kind of funny and just hilarious that clearly he didn't want anything to do with that.
That's the biggest fuck you to Amber Heard.
Yeah, give me $1 million. I'm giving it away.
Yeah, that's so good. And nail in the coffin for all those who are on the side of Johnny Depp. He's even better than you thought he was. He's just taking his money and giving it to charity. That's crazy.
Fede Alvarez's Alien got a release date, and it is so much sooner than I thought because it was actually pushed forward because of what we're going to talk about in a second. August 2024.
1 year and a bit.
1 year and a bit.
Ready for it.
I'm very excited to see what he brings to the franchise.
Evil Dead and Don't Breathe. One is like super gory, and the other one is super tense and thrillery.
Yeah.
And that's what Alien can be fused into being. Like, I think it's the perfect choice.
Early reviews for Secret Invasion are in. The show drops next week, Wednesday. Early reviews are in, and it is currently sitting at a 65%, which means nothing. We don't really trust Rotten Tomatoes at all, but it's still worth mentioning for the Mews.
I've been seeing Twitter reviews, like, you know, a paragraph or less. People seem to be really liking it. They're saying it's a really cool vibe for the MCU to have this, like, spy thriller, espionage sort of thing. It's got a dark undertone to it, and people are digging it, so...
With that Secret Invasion news, that is the segue into our next little rapid fire bit. This is a lot of Marvel news, mostly. This is just release dates with everything with the WGA strike and a few things going on here and there. Diddly widdly.
Diddly widdly. What?
A lot of bad news. Captain America Brave New World was delayed until July 2024. Not that bad because I didn't know it was supposed to come out before that. Thunderbolts, whatever the fuck Thunderbolts is, was delayed to December 2024. Blade, and this is the one that hurts me the most, was delayed till February 2025.
Damn it.
I know. Sorry. February 14th, though, so it's going to be a cute Valentine's movie.
Mahershala Ali is 49. What are they doing? Oh, okay.
Fantastic Four delayed until May 2025. I don't think anybody really cares, but I am excited to see kind of how they do it this time.
The news for it's going to be delayed even longer, and we've been just cock-teased so hard with who's actually cast in this thing.
Stop teasing our cocks.
Yeah, stop it!
And this one's the biggest one. Avengers Kang Dynasty was delayed a whole goddamn year from May 2025 to May 2026.
What are they doing over there?
Well, it's the strike, right?
That's not just the strike.
Because of the strike, things like this next thing are happening, which causes these to go back. Deadpool 3 moved up, not back.
Let's go.
From November 2024 to May 2024.
Yes.
And that is very exciting. So what I think is because of something like that, they now need to rewrite stuff to make it make sense in the MCU, and they can't because of the strike. That's what I think.
Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
But with that very good news of Deadpool coming up, it was announced that Zazie Beetz' Domino will not be making a return, and I think that's stupid. Zazie?
Zazzy. I say Zazzy.
They aren't bringing back one of the most interesting characters in the franchise, arguably maybe the most interesting. I don't get it, but just this last thing is insane, and nobody needs to know this information. But Avatar 3, 4, and 5 all got release dates, being 2025, 2029, and 2031, respectively. Nobody needs to know that information, by the way.
My calendar on my phone doesn't even go that far.
Yeah, it is pretty dumb. That is the Muse of this week. Unless, Derek, you have anything you want to mention?
The only thing I want to say is that The Flash, I feel like we've been talking about The Flash for a year, but The Flash is currently sitting at a 95% audience score, fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. Again, I'm just using Rotten Tomatoes as a measurement thing. We don't really take it for what it is, but the critic score is way less. I think it's rotten. The audience is loving this movie way more than the critics are, so that's all I gotta say.
With that being said, Derek did a review of The Flash a few weeks ago. He got to see an early screening. It came out today for anybody watching. So go see the movie, then go watch our review. His review, rather.
Yeah, do that. That's a good idea.
So that is the Muse of the week. As always, we have so much fun doing this and delivering it to you. We make it almost like little homework and projects for ourselves. We bounce back and forth with the responsibilities. It's just a blast. So if you like what you see, like, follow, subscribe, all of that funky shit. Because we just want to keep doing this. There's no reason to do it if we don't have viewers, right? So just view us.
Just view us. Look at me. We love being, if we are, and if we become, we love being your source of news. It just feels so good.
So good. Mm-hmm. I don't think you've...
What?
I don't think you've properly duetted me once. Every time I try to get a duet out of you, you do it wrong.
I got you.
Yeah. That's what I was going for, but I guess I didn't even know the lyric. I just knew it doesn't matter. Again, thank you all so very much. Stay tuned for our review of Shortbus, which comes out on Monday. And then all through the weeks, our shorts are coming out every single week, and we will be back. We are doing Mews on Friday now, not Wednesday. So bear that in mind.
Yeah. Yeah, bear it.
Thank you all very much. We will see you soon. Have a lovely weekend. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely life.
Like the video, subscribe to our channel. Love you. Bye.
Bye.